Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody can hear me this evening. To start our meeting this evening, I would like to call to order the January 3rd, 2023 Franklin Township Board of Supervisors organization meeting at 7:01 p.m. In attendance this evening are Supervisors Gerstenhaber, Day, Torres, and Johnson. Also in attendance are Township Operations Manager Jeffrey Eastburn, Township Office Manager and Controller Melissa Ortega, and Township Secretary Sarah Patton. Sarah Patton. There are 3 members of the public in attendance present this evening. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on the agenda is public comment. Public comment may include any comments relating to tonight's agenda items. Commenters must state your name and whether you are a resident of the township or a non-resident taxpayer in the township. If you do not identify yourself, your comments will not be included in the official minutes. Is there any public comment? Okay, not seeing to be any. I open the floor for nominations for chairman of the board. Do I have a nomination?
Yes, you do. I'd like to nominate David Gerstenheimer for chair. I have a second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. The meeting will be turned over to our appointed chair, Dave Gerstenhaber.
I will. Thank you very much. Mike gone.
Okay, I just wanted to thank the board for their continued confidence. And I would like to now open the floor for nominations for vice chair of the board. Stephen?
Yes, thank you. I'd like to nominate Donna D.
Okay, I can second that. All right. Any discussion for Donna as vice chair? Not hearing any. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries 4-0. Congratulations, Donna.
Thank you.
Okay, so Donna, would you like to?
Oh, here we go. Okay, great. So I'd like to make a motion to appoint the following individuals and firms as officials, engineers, and consultants for Franklin Township. First, the staff and Township Operation Manager Jeff Eastburn, Township Office Manager and Controller Melissa Ortega, and Township Secretary Sarah Patton. For treasurer, Township Treasurer is Peter Bars from CPA, Balscowie, Ammon, Foltz Certified Public Accountants. For solicitor, Lamb McAloin, and that's what Guy Donatelli is our solicitor. For engineering consultants, it's Panoni. For general traffic engineer. Oh, okay. And ICOM for sanitary engineering, Reagan Engineering as the alternate general engineer, RO consultant for the MS4 engineer, and building inspector zoning officer is Panoni. And just one comment, all these things have been worked through. We're not just making this up for the first time. These have all been people we've worked with or we've just recently interviewed and had made an agreement to include them. So can I have a second for that motion?
I'll second.
All right, thanks, Jim. Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, so I don't really have any, I think we're making the right choices here. One comment, particularly if someone who is kind of longtime observer of how we do things in Franklin Township. We're making some changes this year with our engineering
Right.
consultants. We're moving away from our previous engineer. And what we found is we interviewed a slate of engineering firms, and each one had strengths, and I should say strengths and weaknesses. Each one focused on different areas. And so through talking to them, we all agreed that, we can actually pick the parts that we wanted to work with in each engineering firm. Each firm had really assured us that we would have single points of contact and kind of give us the service that we're used to. So that's why you see a number of these different engineering firms focusing on specific areas of expertise. So if that raises any questions as to why we're kind of doing things a little bit differently.
And any other discussion? Okay, seeing none, I would ask anyone, all in favor, say aye. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, it looks like we have agreement 4-0. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. I make a motion to appoint Harold Walls to a 1-year term on the Emergency Management Coordination, as the Emergency Management Coordinator through December 31st, 2023.
I'll second that.
Seconded by Donna. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 4-0.
Stephen, you got a whole bunch of.
I know, it's okay. I need some water. I make a motion to appoint Mike Meyer to a 1-year term as Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator through December 31st, 2023. All in favor?
Second.
Second.
Oh, sorry, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 4-0. Motion is, I make a motion to appoint Nan Latimer to a 1-year term as Historical Commission member through December 31st, 2023.
I'll second that.
Seconded by Dave. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries 4-0. And I make a motion to appoint Mark Harris to a 4-year term as Planning Commission member through December 31st, 2026.
I'll second that.
Seconded by Donna. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You gonna take these, Steve?
Any opposed?
Yeah, I'll take Don's.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you, Stefan. So I'll take Don's motions here. I make a motion to appoint Zach Elwin to a 4-year term as Planning Commission alternate member through December 31st, 2026. Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
And thank you, Donna. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries 4-0. Okay, so I make a motion to appoint Eric Palm to a 1-year term as vacancy board member through December 31st, 2023. Can I have a second? I need a second to open this.
Okay, I'll second.
Thank you, Donna. I'll open it for discussion.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think there's someone that's very qualified. This person has been a Board of Supervisor member for 10 years, chairman of the board for 8 years, is still very, very active within the local politics, local community, attends every meeting. So if there was ever a situation, John Arbach would come in and know what's going on and make the right decision. So I think, frankly, we're probably underutilizing him right now. So,
As he likes it.
yeah, you should see his face. But I like to nominate John Arbach.
Okay. So the motion is right on now on the board, just for procedure. The motion on the table is for Eric. So we'll vote for this. If a vote passes, we're done. If it doesn't, I'll reread the motion to appoint as appointing John. Okay, so with that discussion, all in favor of reappointing Eric Palm, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay.
No.
Nay.
Okay, motion fails 1-3. So with that, is there any other potential nominees for vacancy board chair before I move to John. Okay. I make a motion to appoint John Auerbach to a one-year term as vacancy board. Is it board member or vacancy board chair? I think it's vacancy board chair, but as vacancy board member through December 31st, 2023. Can I have a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you, Stefan. Do we have any further discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries 4-0.
Can I just comment? I just for Eric, I just want to say if he's on or for the record, this is nothing against Eric. I think it's just very, very much in line with what Stefan said, that John's been very involved and just has that connection to the township that I think is valuable and want to take advantage of. But nothing against Eric.
Okay, thank you, Donna.
I'll echo Donna's and Stefan's comments too about John. And for Eric, it has nothing to do with Eric's being not qualified. It's just that John is overly qualified for this position, and
Okay. All right, thank you. So where were we? Okay, so now I make a motion to appoint Bill Finch to a 2-year term as zoning hearing board member through December 31st, 2024. Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
All right, thank you, Donna. Any discussion? Okay, not hearing any. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries 4-0. I make a motion to appoint Dave Francis to a 2-year term as zoning hearing board member through December 31st, 2024. Can I have a second?
Second.
All right, thank you, Stefan. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries 4-0. All right, Jim, you're on.
I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution 2023-01, setting the fees of township engineers and the consultants. Do I have a second?
I can second that.
Any discussion?
So just a comment. So this is where you showed us what changed from last year. So that's the grouping we're talking about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And really, most of the fees stayed the same, except for ACOM. And of course, we have new people for engineering. So from what I can see, most of it did stay the same. Okay, great. Thanks, Jeff.
Any other discussion?
Nope.
Okay, if there's none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries 4-0. Thank you.
So, okay, Dave, I'm going to go.
Yep.
Okay. I make a motion to adopt resolution 2023-02, authorizing the use of Fulton Bank and the Pennsylvania Local Government Investment Trust as designated financial institutions for Franklin Township. Can I have a second for that?
Yeah.
Stefan? Okay. Any discussion? Just Melissa, this is what we've done before, right? The same grouping, nothing's changed here. And you've been very happy with them. Okay. Any other comments? No. Okay, great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Great. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries 4-0.
All right, I make a motion to adopt resolution 2022-03, the signers resolution designating those township officials who are authorized signers for Franklin Township funds and accounts. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, thank you, Jim. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. All right, motion carries 4-0.
Great. I make a motion to readopt resolution 2021-04, a fee resolution outlining the costs involved in doing business with Franklin Township.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you, Donna. Any discussion?
Yeah, I'm just going to ask my same question. So Jeff, I believe we're not changing anything. I looked at the numbers and they all look the same to me.
We are not changing anything, but just to let the board know, we may want to revise this in the coming months. I want to work with Pannoni. I want to get Melissa involved too, to see if we need to change our zoning permit structure fees. The goal is to break even on it. Melissa can comment on how we've been doing so far, but it's just kind of a belt and suspenders approach I want to take with them.
Yeah, the only comment I make is that if you do that, just make sure that we have a diagram, a table that sets up what it was, what you want to go to, how much of a change that is and why. So it just helps us.
Yes, absolutely.
I did look at it. It looked pretty close, like what it should be. Yeah,
Pretty much, breaking even,
okay.
give or take here and there.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? And the motion carries 4-0.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve advertising Franklin Township meeting schedule as follows. Setting up Board of Supervisor meetings for the third Wednesday of each month, beginning at 7 p.m. Setting up the Board of Supervisors workshop meetings for the first Monday of every month, beginning at 7 p.m. Setting up the Planning Commission meetings for the first Thursday of each month, beginning at 7 p.m. Setting the Pro Committee or Pro Board meetings for the first Wednesday of each month, beginning at 7 p.m. And setting the Joint Historical Commission ARB meetings for the first Tuesday of each month as needed, beginning at 7 p.m. And lastly, setting up the emergency management meetings for the first Monday of each month as needed, beginning at 7 p.m. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Dave.
So I have I have a comment. So I know that last year or this year, we didn't have workshop meetings in July or September. So I don't know if we have to read that into the motion or just take care of that on a case by case basis, but we know we're not going to have it on Labor Day. And I think July, because of the summer, we didn't have it either. So
Yeah, I think that would follow through for all these meetings. If there's a holiday on the day it's supposed to happen or the weekend after on the Monday, that we won't have it, right? Maybe we could write that in for minutes.
And I think the way we handled it last year is we made an announcement on the website and Facebook saying, due to the holiday, we're not going to have a workshop meeting.
right. And also in July, I think we took it up because of the summer.
Yeah, maybe a lot of number of us were on vacation.
So I mean, I'm fine as long as that's our understanding that we're not going to have one in July or September.
Any other discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Okay, motion carries 4-0.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to recognize the following 11 dates as official paid holidays for Franklin Township staff and authorize the township office to be closed these days. January 2nd, New Year holiday. January 16th, Martin Luther King Day. February 20th, President's Day. April 7th, Good Friday. May 29th, Memorial Day. July 3rd and 4th, Independence Day. September 4th, Labor Day, November 23rd and 24th, Thanksgiving holiday, and December 25th, Christmas holiday. Can I have a second? All right. Thank you, Jim. All in favor? Is there any discussion before I go to the vote? Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries 4-0. All right. I also make a motion that the board authorize the use of the daily local news for all legal advertising. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you, Donna. Any discussion? One of the last year, there was some a conversation about legislation that would allow townships to use Facebook and their websites as legal advertisements. Do we have any update on that or where that
We do
landed?
we do not, but I hope it's something that they allow us to do in the future.
Yeah,
It would be great.
I mean, so nothing against the Daily Local, but it seems like a lot of people use Facebook and website now. All right, so all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. Motion carries 4-0.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that the board approve the treasurer's bond for 2023 to be set at $1.5 million. Have a second for that, please?
I'll second.
All right, second. Any discussion?
Yeah, quick question. What was it a few years ago? Was it 1 million or 1.5? It was 1. Okay, I just want to make sure my memory still works a little bit. And second, now that we use an outside firm as well as Melissa, does this bond cover Melissa and the outside firm?
It covers Peter.
Peter, okay.
Because he's the treasurer. He's the treasurer.
And would it cover any employee? Like they used to
Yeah.
cover Joan when Joan was here.
It would cover me as well,
Okay,
because he oversees me.
okay.
I think we need to vote.
Okay, I'm going to put this right.
No, it's okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay, 4-0, motion carries.
Okay, I make a motion that any supervisor who attends the PSATS annual convention, April 23rd through the 26th this year in Hershey, Pennsylvania, can be designated as the township's voting member.
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can we send more than one person? We can talk maybe later, but is anybody planning on going to this while we're talking about it?
I don't know if we were officially planning, I think, but we can probably send multiple people, as many as we'd want to send, and want to go, right?
Yeah.
So
I think in the past it was kind of, a lot of us really didn't go, and I thought it was often earmarked towards the newbie, to get their feet wet.
yeah.
Well, that would be you, Stefan.
Yeah, because you have done this before.
Yeah, so I know I haven't gone. Jim, you haven't gone.
Right. We can talk about it later. I just want.
Yeah, we'll talk about it offline. But that's just yours.
Yeah. Discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 4-0.
Okay. All right, so I just have a couple of business announcements. We need to announce the opening for a historical commission member in lieu of Joe Newman's resignation. I'm also announcing the opening for a zoning hearing board member in lieu of Nancy Cromie's resignation. So if you're interested in either of those positions, please reach out to the township office. All right, so we're wrapping up. So I'd like to open now for public comment. This public comment can include any comments on anything attendees might want to share with the board and the township. Commenters must state their name and whether they are a township resident or a taxpayer of the township.
My name is Sean Harbaugh, Township President. I want to thank the board for the confidence appointing me to the vacancy board. I can assure you that any decisions that come before me will be done in a fair, logical manner without bias.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. All right, so any other public comment? All right, not hearing any, I make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting at 7:24 p.m.
I'll second it.
All right, thank you, Jim. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Motion carries 4-0. Thanks, everybody.
Do we have to announce we're going to exec?
So, right, yes, exactly. So right now, I just want to say we're going to announce that the board is going to go into an executive session to discuss the staff's bonuses for the year and any potential pay issues. So we're going to be closing for exec session. Thank you, everybody.
John, what do you think? We got a historical commission member and
with